Team Zoho. This is to visually show you what my issues are. I've been trying to email you, but for some reason there's been some miscommunication or you probably are not able to understand exactly what my requests were. So there was some confusion that I was asking you a JavaScript related question. It's not a JavaScript related question, it's a question regarding how your API works. So I have my development team who is pretty good at JavaScript, but initially before I do anything, I want to make sure that the API works. So this question is regarding that. So coming to this, I have this application on Netlify. It's hosted there, and I have it on my local host as well. It's connected to the Zoho application. It's a front-end application which is connected to a Node server. Now the Node server has an application that's connected to the Zoho API, and it's fetching the data and it's working fine. So the Node server picks the data up from this thing. So if you can, I'll just paste it. This is my server, and it's picking up the data from the Zoho creator application perfectly. So this is a visitors report, and all the data is coming here. And if you want to see it working on my application, it works fine as well. If I click on visitors, this is coming. This is from Netlify, and this is in my local host. List visitors. It's listing the visitors. So this is just a draft. I'm just working on it. So that's pretty clear. Now my question to you is, when it comes to reading the data, because I'm hosting a Node server, and the server is talking to your creator application, to the API. But now I need to write. I need to write to the Zoho creator application, and I do not want to use the server. I want to use directly the client-based application. So that's my need for a client-based application. So I'll explain the process to you over here. So I went to Zoho API, sorry, the Zoho API console. My homepage URL is proper VPA Expo Netlify app, and I've added localhost as well. I know it doesn't work, but I have some questions regarding that. So that's the thing. Now I will generate the uh, authorization code using Postman. I mean, not using Postman, but just to make life easy, I'll just show it to you using Postman. So just give me a minute here. Yeah, so this is my, yeah. So this I generate my authorization code. Now my question here is, what are these two things? Access type and prompt don't seem to make any difference, but that's the question that I have for you later. But Command C, and I'm putting it up here, and this comes to this page. Now my question again would be, what is grant access for entire session? And I mean, I can click on accept now, but because I'm human. But how would the application do this? I do not know. So that's one question to you guys. Now I take this code here, and I'm doing it manually. So my question to you would be, how does the application do this? And I would want to know from you what exactly is the workflow for this. So I copy it here. I go back to my Postman application, go to this place here, paste the thing, and I send, and it's perfect. The data comes here perfectly fine. There's absolutely no problem. So now what I'm doing is I'm copying this code so that there is no error. Command, sorry, just copy this code. So that there's no typo or anything like that. I go to my code, and this is my script.js. I'm just pasting it as it is. And I don't think we really need the cookie, so I'll just delete the cookie. It won't make any difference. So now it's running the fetch application, the fetch command, and whatever you had defined, creator.zoho API, my owner name, application name. So it should give me the result from the browser, but I know the localhost does not work, but I'll just run that. I say command S, so it's saved. Now I go to my application. Like, by the way, it's running straight directly on my localhost. So over here, when I run this, I get this error just to kind of, sorry, just to show you in my console, because it's in the console. I'll just enlarge this for you. So this is accepted because it's a local host, and I'm assuming there would be a CORS error, like Sushma. I don't remember her name, but the Zoho person pointed out, even Nivedita pointed out, that this would not work, which is fine, fair enough. So there's a CORS error, so local host does not allow. Fine, I accept that. Now, what I will do is I'll just show it to you. So now this, I am submitting my, committing my changes, and there you go. Now just note, testing by Zoho, I'm putting this here so that we have a, we know that these changes have been accepted. Now I push. So I have my Netlify working on continued deployment. So when I go to Netlify, you will see that the current build has not yet come, but it will come soon. So when I do this, so the testing by Zoho, can you see it? So basically, whatever I've just committed has been published. And now when I go to Netlify, and I will check my console again. This is on Netlify. So out here I get the same error. Now let me show you why I do not think it's my mistake and why I need you to suggest what is going on over here. Because I have put the authorized, the homepage URL, the authorized URL, and the JavaScript domain as vp expo netlify.app. So this is the registered domain, and my understanding is that this should allow um, this registered domain to make a request. If it is not doing it, what exactly is the cause error then? If a client application makes a request through a browser, why is it not working? So I have a few set of questions which I will email it to you. What is the suggested workflow expected by the client, client application? Sorry, I'm sure every hour you don't expect a human to generate a token and update the code. So what is the way this is supposed to work? Please advise me because I do not know how exactly do I connect to the API. I understand JavaScript. I have my developers. I know a little bit of JavaScript. I'm not. This is not a JavaScript related question. What do prompt and access type do when generating authorization code? What does the grant access for entire session do? And what does one do to work on the application locally using 127.0.0.1 or localhost? If I want to do it locally, how do I test it? Is there a workaround for this? Please advise. What does registering the JavaScript domain do? I assumed it allows API requests from the registered domains, but my experiment shows that it does not work. I'm currently not getting localhost to work and neither registered one. So what should one do? So these are the questions that I need answered. Please help me with these. Thank you so much.